Listen in for some positivity and good times. The views and opinions of our guests may not necessarily reflect those of the host or the Vibes Broadcast Network. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone, to another one of my, well, let's just say rants. I'm going to try to stay as positive as possible with this. And if things come out a little negative, I apologize. Just things get on my mind, and this is like therapy for me. So I want to get it off my chest. It makes me feel better. Yeah. And I guess my point is that there's some things that you just need to speak out on. And even if it doesn't come out exactly the way I want it to, I still need to say it. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about is the fact that I invite people to come on my show because I'm trying to give them some inspiration, some motivation, and maybe they can help other people with the same thing. Now, granted, there are people that I bring on my show, they need no inspiration or motivation because they're the epitome of it. But then there's those that are trying to start out. They're trying to, to make something of themselves. And you can't fault someone for that. Now, another thing is people make mistakes. Sometimes you say things that you wish you hadn't said, and maybe it's something you said a long time ago, but somebody wants to bring it back up. Maybe you made a mistake a long time ago, and people want to keep bringing that back up. I can understand there's certain things that, unfortunately I can't say because it get my video taken down, but there's certain things that people do that I guess are not really forgivable. And I'm not a judgmental person in that sense, that I don't feel like you can't get some forgiveness from God. That your heart and what you do is between you and God. He knows exactly where you are and if you are sincere. So that's a whole nother subject. I didn't want to get off onto that, but I get some comments sometimes. Now, I can take criticism. I actually encourage it because it helps me to be a better host and to bring you better content. But then I'll have a guest that comes on and somebody has something disparaging to say about them. Now, if there is a legitimate reason, like they've done something that's pretty heinous and I didn't know about it beforehand and you let me know, well, then I will look into that and see if it warrants me having to take the video down and just not associate with that person anymore. Because the last thing I want is to bring anything negative or disparaging to you, to not bring you some kind of inspiration. If it's something that's, hurtful, harmful towards other people, I definitely will take that serious and I will look into it. I'm one person. I do everything here myself. I contact people to be on the show. I schedule. I do the interviews. I do the editing. I do all the uploading, the social media, advertising, the whole 9 yards. And every once in a while, I may let something slip by me that I didn't know about and I didn't know to research a little further. If I make that mistake, my apologies. I will correct it and I will come out and I will apologize for it. And just be a little patient with me, I guess. I should take the time to do more research than what I do, but I genuinely believe in people, and I guess that's my downfall. I treat everyone as innocent right off the get-go and give people the benefit of the doubt. I need to work on that. I do. I need to do more research. It's very difficult when I, I get pretty bombarded sometimes with a lot of interviews and things like that, and weird scheduling, and that's terrible excuse. I know. I need, I do need help, and I'm hoping someone would believe enough in me that they're willing to take that chance and come in and help me. And then if we make this thing successful, then I could start paying them. That's a lot to ask from somebody. I I don't expect it. I would like that to happen, but I don't expect it. Once again, I'm getting off on something else, but I guess if somebody's genuinely trying to be a better person and they're genuinely trying to do the right things, even if they've made mistakes in the past, I think we need to allow people to make mistakes and then look for redemption. I know there's a lot of folks out there that are quick to condemn people and cancel them all out. I mean, just nothing is forgivable, and I don't think that's right, because we all do things that we regret, and we look back and we say, you know what, I'm not going to do it again. We learned our lessons and we move forward. But some folks just won't allow that to happen, and I just think that you should treat people like you want to be treated. So if you've made a mistake and you want people to forgive you for it, you should be willing to do that for somebody else. So I got things to work on myself. I'm not a perfect person. Uh, no, I normally take people at their word until you prove me otherwise. I've run across people that start out talking a good game, and then I find out that they're trying to scam me or other people, and that's when I have to sever that relationship. Now, again, if they come out and they confess, they apologize, and you have to work to get that respect back. That's not something that comes automatic. So don't think that I mean you just automatically just give that respect to somebody just because they apologize. Actions speak louder than words. But we need to give people the opportunity. So I'm willing to do that myself. We have to be cautious. We have to watch out. I hate that. I hate the fact that we can't just take people at their word. And I mean, it's been that way forever. I guess I'm more optimistic than I guess it should be. But once again, that's my fault. I've got to work on that. But there's some people that come on my show that I don't really find anything out in public about this person that would make me believe that I can't or that I shouldn't bring them on for an interview and to help other people. And then I'll get a message from somebody saying, hey, I know this person personally. And that's where the problems begin. Who do I take at their word? You know, when I get more than one person, then I start to think, maybe I should believe that this person's really not good. I've done shows and been on other people's shows that they started out talking a good game and everything seemed good, but then they would do certain things that I'd find to be questionable, and then drama would start. And I've had to sever those relationships, and it's kind of sad because you start out, you really like somebody, and you count them as a friend, and then they turn around and let you down. We live and we learn. You know, I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I believe in people too much, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's not so cut and dry. There's so many ways to look at it. I really want to believe in people, and it just works out. Sometimes it doesn't work that it just it's not feasible. So I'm gonna work on it. I'm not making any excuses. I've made my mistakes. I got to learn from them, and I do sincerely apologize if I've brought somebody onto my show that's really a bad person and they've done something to you that's reprehensible. And I hope I can make it up to you. I hope all this made sense. This is just something that was weighing on my mind. I needed to talk about. And I told you in the beginning, this is therapy for me. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'll have something else to talk about. Got some other great guests coming on. I know you're going to enjoy them. Actually, I've kind of gotten to know them, and I know that they're good people. So until the next one, you take care. God bless. Oh, one more thing. If you have a great story to tell, you want to share it, please message me. My email is in the description. Send me a message. I want to hear your story, and let's get you on. I know a lot of people have some great stories to tell, and they just need a platform to tell them. Everybody has something interesting about them. We need to share. We need to be willing to listen. We need to give people a chance. Everybody just wants to be heard. So once again, till the next one, take care and peace.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Listen to the Vibes. You can catch us on Buzzsprout or wherever you listen to your favourite podcasts, and on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at The Vibes Broadcast Network